Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jumping. Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Slam. Alert flare. Watch the safety creep. Check three. Alert three.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. 57's left. Hey, watch the slip. Hey, dude. Check Mike 57. Right here. Get it.
On first down, Costello. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
You see it all day. Pick it.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
60 Pittsburgh.
A draw play. Bernard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Bernard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by OBJ. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Bill.
Here's Bernard. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
26 man, 26 man. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, 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 check.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break. 26 man. Watch the eye.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Pollard. He's got a first down past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Switch. Sponge. Kill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. He's coming.
We got double up. No,
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Brings up second and 5.
On second down now, Bernard. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, check motion, man. Put your head up.
On third down, Bernard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
4 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Down. 60 outlaw. Recon, 152 fighter.
Back. Check it back. Check safety.
Ready?
A first down carry by Elliott. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Jets, 41-yard line.
Ready,
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hard. Get it.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
26 Mike. Man. 26 Mike.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, juice up. Hey, lock it.
Set. Go.
And an alley to run. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Set. 15.
Check hot.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got room. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go!
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the slant.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, echo!
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Cover. 26 Mike.
He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
He's crashing.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
On the double.
26 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, exit.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You don't get
Hey, high 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Hey, Morgan.
Get him. He got it.
2-jet bomber, 2-jet bomber. On me.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, let's get there. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Let's go. 50.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Hey, wahoo! Protein smell, go!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 26, Mike.
Hey, foxtrot.
You better break.
Shoot!
Looking to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Hey, check. Watch tight end.
Look at me, zipper!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll rifle this one deep right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Here we go again.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
X3, 218, chop. Go. Bravo.
Watch the run. 26, Mike, 26.
2nd and 11. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5. Finds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
Tackles. tackle. Get him on. Hey. Kill.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go right back to Singletary. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Come crouch. I'm here all day. Shift. Quick the edge. Come.
Back to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 26.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the draw, here's Bernard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey. Check. 26, Mike. 20. Hey, Delta. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double. Mike, 51. I don't even know why this team showed up. Switch. Check. Lucky.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Bring it, guys.
2nd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
51, Mike, 50. Oh, watch one. Out. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Tighten up.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go to Elliott again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Check three. Hey, shoot. Go. It comes to me, it's me. 26 Mike. Come on. Hit it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Being chased out left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, team 6.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I got him.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Watch the whip.
Singletary again. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Hey, Echo.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Bernard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Go. Ready?
Back to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Switch. Sponge.
Now Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Washington. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jaleel Scott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, Elliott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Look at me, zipper! Shoot!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go, let's bring it.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Ready.
The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up. 26 Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm coming. Down.
They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
26 Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Yes.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Here we go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds Beckham complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Boom, boom. 51 Mike. Mike 51. I got you. I got you.
They'll drop the throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Switch gears.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go,
security base. Ready?
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Buffalo, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.